Today in Heaven's Hospitality, we're going to discuss the fact that sometimes the best hospitality moments happen when we actually get to talk through the difficult questions, the hard things that we're struggling with in our heart, or even the questions that our culture might be struggling with. And in today's Bible story in John 4, we're going to see that this happens as Jesus interacts with a woman at the well. In the Bible, we are told that Jesus and his disciples were traveling up to Galilee, and they had to go through the Samaritan region, and they stopped about noon at the well in Sychar, the very well that used to be Jacob's well. Well, Jesus sent the disciples on to go get food, and he was tired, so he sat down to rest. Well, this woman arrived, and he said to her, "Woman, would you give me something to drink?" And she said, "How is it that you, a Jew, would talk to me, a Samaritan?" See, Jews and Samaritans, they didn't really associate. And Jesus said to her, "If you knew the gift of God and the one that was asking you for a drink, you would ask him for the drink that he would give of living water." Do you think that you are greater than our father Jacob? Because this is his well, and he gave it to his descendants, and even his cattle drank from this well. You don't even have anything to get anything to drink. And Jesus said, "The water that I give is living water that is eternal, that will never end. Anyone who drinks from this well, they'll get thirsty again. But the water that I give is living water." "Well, sir," she said, "if you have this, then give me this water. Then I don't have to come to this well to get something to drink." And Jesus said, "Would you go and bring your husband?" And she said, "I don't have a husband." And Jesus said to her, "You have spoken correctly, for you've had 5 husbands, and the one that you are currently living with, he's not your husband." And the woman said, "Wow, I know you're a prophet. Only a prophet could know these things. I have heard, that we're struggling with this question of do we worship on this mountain or do we worship here? The Samaritans say we worship here, but the Jews say that we have to worship in Jerusalem." And Jesus said, "You do not know what you are talking about." So the Jews know that salvation is coming because it comes through the Jews. And it's not a matter of worshiping on this mountain or that mountain, for the Lord is spirit, and he wants you to worship him in spirit and truth. And he's looking for those that are willing to worship him in truth. And the woman said, "I know that the Messiah is coming, and when he comes, he will tell us everything." And Jesus said to her, "I am he." Right then, the disciples walked up, and they didn't ask, but they were wondering, what does he want from her, and why is he talking to her? And she just left her jar, and she took off and went back to town, and she ran in and she said to them, "You have got to come and see. I have met the one who has told me everything there is that you can say about me," and he knew it. And so the people left, and they went out and they met him and they listened to him. And as they listened, he ended up staying 2 more days and sharing with them. And they ended up saying, "We believe now, not because of what you have said, but because we have seen and heard for ourselves." May God honor the telling of his word. Sometimes the best hospitality happens when we're just able to have that conversation and not get political. And when that happens, others want to join in and see, because it causes us to be changed, and they want what they see is happening in us. Be in the Word, be with Jesus, and be transformed. Shalom, y'all.